Hey, you guys, happy Friday. As you can see in the title, that's what our video is going to be about. I am going to share with you an amazing success story from one of my clients. You guys, she listed like maybe 9 manifestations in her email to me in her success story. And she's still manifesting. The momentum just doesn't stop. And I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks with you on how to do that and how that keeps happening and how you can maintain, sustain the manifestations. And this video is going to cover a lot of stuff about SP. She's manifesting so much attention from more of the types of men she's attracted to. She manifested $10,000, like literally. And this video, you guys, is for those of you that like the title says, circumstances don't matter. Like if you're a longtime follower of mine, you know I have a lot of videos titled circumstances don't matter. Circumstances never matter. And this applies to those of you. If you're manifesting your SP but you're in no contact, doesn't matter. If you're manifesting the love of your life but there's circumstances in the way, doesn't matter. If you're manifesting money but you only have like just one source of income, you don't have any ideas of how money can come to you from any other route, circumstances don't matter. You guys, I wish I got like $1 every time I said circumstances don't matter, but they truly don't. And the reason I preach this so much is because I've gone through it. Everything I have now, you guys, there were circumstances in the way that seemed like they were impossible. I would never get what I want. Even the house I'm living in right now, it was circumstances where it was rejected. It wasn't going to work. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I really wanted it, and it happened no matter what. If you watch my past videos, I do have videos on how I manifested the house, how I manifested weight loss, SP, so many things, money, constant jackpot wins, constant dream car, everything A to Z. And if you're watching this, that is for you. This is your sign. So please understand, whatever you're going through right now, if it seems impossible, if it seems like you were told no 1,000 times, if it's your heart's desire, you really want it, you can have it. But, dun, 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 there is a but. But if you've been trying really hard to get what you want and you still don't have it, it could be because you were maybe like me when I first started manifesting, and I was taking a lot of shortcuts. I was trying to take a lot of shortcuts. And almost like maybe not even intentionally, but I was avoiding my self-concept work. I was avoiding the inner work a lot. I was trying to do everything outer world, like just affirm it to change, like just change, just change. What I'm seeing, I just want it to change, right? But then I wasn't getting to the root of why it kept showing up, right? If you're seeing something you don't like, and most likely this is not your first time seeing it, it probably happened with another person in another way too, or with friends or family or another job or this or that. Your circumstances might be repetitive too. If you get what I mean, comment down below. If you resonate with so far what I'm saying, comment down below. Because it's not just about changing what you see out in your 3D. It's about getting to the root of why it keeps showing up. Like, for example, before I manifested SP, there was 3P. And then there was another 3P, even though I got rid of the first 3P. Because what was causing the 3Ps, what was causing the not chosen feelings inside of me, what was causing the not being prioritized inside of me wasn't being dealt with. Same thing with money. If you are someone that struggles with money, right? You may even manifest your dream job, but you start off with not the dream salary. You start off with not the money you were hoping for or whatever. And then there's always excuses on why you're not receiving it, or you want maybe to be an entrepreneur, or you want 6 figures to come in, or whatever it is, or you just want to win a sweepstakes or jackpot or whatever it is, right? And for some reason it's not working out, or it's working out but just a little bit. It still comes down to inner. It still comes down to the root causes and beliefs, the limiting beliefs. What you've programmed in here is running the show. So let me get to this success story, you guys, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. The reason why I do want you to pay attention to the success story is because a lot of my clients' success stories, it resonates with people because you guys could be going through the same thing, could be feeling the same emotions, could be feeling like same everything, you know. Just like I was reading her success story, and a lot of my clients too, when they come to me, they're like, Ani, I'm manifesting money, but I don't have another source of income to manifest it through. So how is this going to come through? So even in the success story, she shares that too. So stay tuned. Get your drinks, get your snacks. We're starting Friday off right. No matter what's going on in your 3D, my babies, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I promise you. I know I'm smiling, even though it might feel tough for you. Trust me, I've had days, like now I smile because I look back and I'm like, the days I thought there were such issues and problems and circumstances in my way, those dissolved, and now I'm sharing it with you guys. So cheers, you guys. Happy Friday. Happy everything. All right, I'm gonna get into that. Before we get into that real quick, you guys, if you need coaching with me one-on-one, if you want to access any of my courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. If you go into the website and you're trying to purchase a course, do not worry about the date and time. I say this all the time because it might be confusing on the website, but once you get to the courses, and there's a bunch of different courses that you guys can access, do not worry about the date and time. The moment you purchase the course, you receive it through your email. So let's begin, baby. All right, you guys. So she was updating me through an email. So it goes, if you can please tell Ani that I've been seeing subtle but undeniable shifts in my reality as I stay focused on myself, my goals, and showing up first and foremost for me. To be honest, I haven't even been doing much tapping, breathwork, or techniques anymore because it's just become a habit now that I prioritize myself as much as possible in every moment of the day, which I taught this to her in one-on-one session. Once you start really reprogramming the mind, you guys, you will get to a point where you don't have to do much techniques or shortcuts or whatever, because it's become you already. Your subconscious mind is programmed to your liking, so your liking keeps showing up in your 3D reality. Since our last session, these are some of the manifestations I've experienced. So she wrote down 9 manifestations, and I'm going to read this to you. And a lot of you guys may be going through this too, so listen up. Number 1, increased healing from my injury plus a new great doctor treating me. This was something that she was really worried about. I think she had injured, I think her issue was she wasn't able to walk properly like she was before. So this is very important. Number 2, new friends and synchronistic social invites out of nowhere, despite my limited mobility and way less outings due to my injury. See, circumstances don't matter. Number 3, multiple men asking me out, expressing romantic interest, showing up properly. Amazing. Number 4, having expensive flowers delivered to me this last Valentine's Day unexpectedly and honestly, completely randomly from an old guy friend of mine who lives across the country. See, you guys, distance doesn't even matter. See, when I always say people feel you, people feel when you're working on yourself, people feel your self concept. Her flowers first were some. Can I speak? Can I speak? I don't even know. Her flowers were from someone. Like my brain's going 1,000 miles per hour and my mouth is not catching up. Her flowers were from someone like across the country. But that person feels that they need to do something nice for her. They need to prioritize her because that's how far your self-concept goes. Your self-concept, your energy, what you do with yourself, how you prioritize yourself mirrors through everyone. Doesn't matter if they're 10,000 miles away. Doesn't matter if they're next door. Okay? This one's a good one. Number 5, receiving $10,000 from a family member without trying at all to manifest money. She didn't even try to manifest money. She just worked on the inner world, the inner limiting beliefs about her and choosing her and prioritizing her, and $10,000 found its way to her. Friends, number 6, friends showing up more excited to see me and always wanting to hang out with me while I am just doing me, showing up completely authentically. Very important. When you're just doing you without any complex, like without any trying to be someone else, right? Because you may not accept yourself in the moment or you haven't accepted who you are fully. Like when you're just trying to be someone else, you guys, and I've been there before too, before self-concept work, where you're just trying to fit in. People feel that energy off of you. When you're just being you authentically, people feel that energy off of you too. And the authentic energy is so freaking magnetic. It's so magnetic. And I know you know this because you have people in your environment maybe that are super magnetic, super energetic, and you just want to be around them all the time. Same thing applies when you do that within you. Number 7, so much fun and love in my life, spending time with my friends and family. Number 8, multiple events on the calendar that I'm excited for. Number 9, most importantly, huge shifts in myself that seem to gather momentum every week. At this point, I genuinely feel so confident in myself, my individuality, and what I bring to the table. I value and prioritize myself in a way that I don't think I ever have before in my life. And as an extension, I've noticed big shifts in terms of how I show up around people, how I take up space, my daily routine, and who I even let have access to me and my time now. So on point, so important. How you take up space, who has access to you and your energy. That's such a high value, high self-concept place to be. You guys, if you love yourself and you start prioritizing yourself, you won't just give your energy to just anyone anymore. It doesn't matter how much they love you. It doesn't matter how much they miss you. It doesn't matter. None of it. When you know your worth and you know who the F you are, access to you should be limited to those who only show up to you properly. But the catch is, when you are in that self-concept, people will start showing up properly. That's the effect. Okay? So good. Like, girl, if you're watching, I love you. I love that this is all happening for you. And just even the way you worded things is, oof, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I just lost where I was. Wait a second. Okay. Even the scenarios I find myself daydreaming about and my levels of productivity have up-leveled significantly. I also noticed, despite not focusing at all on money intentionally, that I feel so much calmer about money, my career, and my circumstances. I couldn't tell you why or how that happened, but I just feel supported, like it's all working out for me. I'm naturally more in trust, and my thoughts are naturally so much more favorable across the board. You guys, before I continue, it's so important. When you're in tune with you, I'm sorry. When you're in tune with you and you understand that circumstances don't matter, and you understand that you're working on your inner world because your outer world will mirror it, that wave of trust does flow in. And it starts, and if you feel like this already, or if you've ever felt like this on your manifestation journey, comment down below. But when you start seeing how this stuff works, how when you get more calm, when you get more confident internally, you do the self-work that Ani tells you to do, okay? You do the homework from the one-on-one sessions, you do the homework from my courses, you do the homework that I give you here through challenges. When you start seeing the effects of it after you doing it consistently, you start walking in this life, you start walking, talking so calm, like, because you feel that wave of trust. You feel like universe got my back. Universe, God, whatever you want to call it, God got your back. You're blessed, you're protected. You start really feeling it, like it exists. That power exists. It's like always hugging you 24/7. You're always safe. You're always blessed. Why do I want to get teary right now? You're always protected by this higher power. Let's call it God. Let's call it universe. You're always protected. But when you're listening to your ego and you're not listening to the power within, when you're not playing the proper game of how life works, and you're letting the emotions affect you to a point where it's dictating to you how you need to be, or like you need to be angry right now, or you need to be sad right now, because that just showed, 3D just showed you that you're not chosen. If you're listening to that, you're doing the human thing. You're doing the elementary reacting, not creating. You're not in creator mode. You're in reactor mode. But when you're in creator mode, you feel so freaking protected. It's amazing. I love that she mentioned that. Like, I love that my clients feel that after doing the work. Maybe it's that springtime after a long winter is finally here, but I'm just so excited for what's to come, while also loving my life as it is right now more and more every day. It's all subtle on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes the progress can seem slow, but when I step back and look at all that's happened over the last few weeks, it is obvious to me that the changes in me are real and the things are shifting to match in incredible ways. If you can please thank Ani for me, send her this note. She is amazing and she has completely changed my life. Focusing on myself has been the game changer, and I truly would not have figured it out had it not been for her incredible teachings. I am so grateful to her and all that she does, and I look forward to reporting back with more soon. Girl, I freaking love you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for allowing me to share this with the viewers. You guys, this can be you too. When she first started coaching with me, she was like, I want to be just like your success stories, Ani. I want to send a success story too in one day. And she's sending it. Like, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We've worked with each other a few times one-on-one, and she just named 9 manifestations, one of them being $10,000 randomly, and she wasn't even manifesting money. That's the thing, you guys. This is why This is why circumstances don't matter. And this is why self-concept is king. And I just lost focus. Camera focus, please. This is why self-concept trumps all. You see, this girl wasn't even manifesting money. She wasn't even saying an affirmation for money. But because she was working on everything internally, feeling good internally, accepting her present reality, accepting her current reality, not trying to fight it, not trying to beat it like a dead horse, not trying harder and harder, creating more resistance on her journey, even money came in. Even the energy of money felt that in her waking up, you know, like when you go through this. And, you know, I've noticed like this springtime, she mentioned like springtime, and I've noticed like so many holidays during springtime, right? There's Easter, there's Eid, there's so many things. And I really feel like the lesson from nature is you are awakening, you are blooming, especially like if you're learning manifestation. There's seasons to it, okay? And there's seasons first when you feel like you have power, but you don't know how to use it, right? That's how we first start manifestation. Then you start seeing, oh, the things I'm thinking about, they're popping up in my reality, right? Then you start diving deeper and deeper, and you start awakening. And then comes a point. Now, I'm not saying this happens to everyone, but this has happened to me, and this has happened to a lot of people that I've coached. Before coaching, during coaching, after coaching, doesn't matter. What happens is your old self, and Neville talks about this too, Neville, about old self, new version of self, old self. He says the old man must die, right? And because it's around that time, I share this analogy a lot, but the old person in you that used to just react to life kind of dies. And then resurrects this new version of you that knows its power, you know? And the reason why I preach so much circumstances don't matter is because you think it matters. As a human being, you think it matters. You think because that's how you've been taught. You've been taught that, oh, this thing in my way, I can't move it, you know? But when you kill that old self in you, that this belief in you, when you kill the old version of you that thinks that way, and you, just like she mentioned, it's on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes you don't see the progress as a huge shift, right? It shifts slowly day to day. But when that old version of you that didn't have faith or just was very reactive, the old man, right? That just knew life as, oh, something happens, I react to it. Something happens, I react. If it doesn't happen, I don't react. I can't navigate it. Like, I can't navigate it, right? I just watch it, react to it. Watch it, react to it. When that self dies, and it dies slowly because the new version comes out of you through little realization after little realization after little realization, right? Oh, I thought of something, it happened. That was weird. Oh, I wanted vanilla ice cream and it popped up. That was weird, right? I wanted this specific meal from this specific restaurant. Someone brought it to me. That was weird, right? Slowly but surely, you start realizing, wait a second, there's power within me. Wait a second, it's called manifestation. I YouTubed it. Wait a second, there's books on this. Wait a second, I can actually reprogram this, right? Let me start applying it. Oh, I applied it. I saw more results. Cool. Okay, I applied it more. I saw more results. Cool. wait, I got a coach that's gone through this and gone through many, many struggles, that's tried everything and knows the best way to get what you want and to level up. And now things are happening over and over and over again. And every week momentum is building. The old self is in me died and the new self is reemerging. The powerful self, the self that's meant to live this life, you know? So this new version of you that's resurrected knows that there's more to you than the reactor. Okay? So you are a creator, and your circumstances might have mattered for your old self that was very human like just reacting to life. But as you become your new self, the creator, as you understand that you can navigate this to getting what you want out there, and it mirrors back, circumstances don't matter anymore. And then you become more confident, and then things happen again, and then you become more confident, and then you get to a point where you're unbothered, because you know it's not only what you see anymore that matters. It's what you're doing in here. What you see doesn't matter anymore out there. It's what you do in here. What you see in here matters, and that'll push out. That's what I teach you. I teach you how to change the view in here. And I go like this because it's not just here. It's heart too. It's emotions too. We work through past traumas too. We work through healing those things that you've believed for years and years and years. Damn, I felt like I hadn't taken a breath that whole paragraph I just said. But you guys, I've been through situations where, okay, I'll tell you like this. Like, let's talk about SP for a little bit, okay? You may be in a situation with your SP. Maybe you're in no contact. Maybe you haven't met your SP yet, or you're daydreaming about one, or you know exactly who it is, but they haven't come back in yet. They haven't apologized yet. Before knowing this knowledge, before mastering it, I used to be so reactive. I'm a very sensitive person, okay? And I used to be so sensitive to, like, everything would be very extreme for me, my old self. The moment I would feel like my SP was kind of drifting away, or like not into me, or whatever, or like I'm losing them, whatever, I would trip the F out. I would become that needy person, putting them on a pedestal, forgetting about me, my self-concept completely. And I went through that. I mastered that. And the person I am today, you guys, like, whatever happens, I know that I got it in the bag. Like, and I want to teach that to you people, girls, men, everyone, that it doesn't have to be that extreme. You could literally be going through something where you were rejected and you were told no, and switch it around like this, okay? When you know who the F you are, and when you've programmed yourself to keep coming back to you no matter what happens in your 3D, that person feels it. It doesn't even matter if they move on and talk to someone else, they still come back. It doesn't matter if they move on, they talk to someone else, they talk to 15 other people, they whatever. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what the circumstance is. We can push through, and you can get what you want. You can do it. I'm telling you, like, over the years of not only my own life, like, my own life is like, I could direct a movie on it at this point with all the crazy manifestations and circumstances. But just through even coaching one-on-one, so many circumstances people came to me with, and they thought that their circumstance was the craziest one. And they would always tell me, Ani, my circumstance probably, you probably met your match with me. That I hear that all the time. You've probably met your match with me. You probably never experienced someone with this type of circumstance. And mine is probably the hardest, they say. Try me, baby, try me. I love a challenge, but I know deep down that if we work on your inner world, your limiting beliefs, if we bring that self-concept up back to where it should be and take the person off the pedestal or take the money off the pedestal, it will come. It will come. Okay? So, your Friday challenge is to stop thinking about the circumstances, stop worrying about the how, and start focusing on why you keep allowing the limiting belief to live inside of you. I know why you keep allowing it, because you've programmed yourself to. You can reprogram yourself on your own, by the way, by simply asking and observing what's going on in here. You can ask yourself, you can talk yourself through and reprogram yourself, reprogram your mind to your favor. But if you need help, obviously I'm here too. The team is here. There's so many, so much content on here, courses. You guys, I love you. I hope this video helped. I challenge you this weekend. Take up my challenge. Let me know how it goes. Stop focusing on the circumstances and start focusing and observing on your thoughts and your limiting beliefs. The moment you become friends with it and the moment you start confronting your limiting beliefs, they have no power over you. Okay? I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing Friday, amazing weekend. If this video helped, if it resonated, comment down below. If you need my courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. If you need one-on-ones, links are going to be in the description box down below. You guys, I am booked up. If you can't find an online session, if you can't find a slot that fits your schedule, email us and reception will help you to get a great session with me. I love you. I'll see you. Bye.